Good morning, New York, and welcome to Channel 20 News. So, Yenny, what are we going to talk about today?
How about we start off with a subject that has gotten a lot of attention lately, prohibition. Prohibition took over the 1920s. Many died, many arrested, and lots of money. Prohibition law was passed January 29, 1920 as the 18th Amendment. This said, the 18th Amendment isn't a completely enforced law. People are avoiding these laws with illegal clubs called speakeasies. They illegally sell alcohol in underground bars all over New York. The sellers of alcohol are becoming excessively rich through bootlegging. Bootleggers are said to bribe cops into their dirty businesses so they can continue in their fast money business.
Many gangsters took this as an opportunity to make dirty money and live the corrupted version of the American dream. They made this corrupted dream by being the lead enforcers of Prohibition. The most famous gangster from Chicago is Al Capone. He is the public enemy number one.
Within 2 years, he has managed to earn, by rumor, $60 million per year.
It's said that he has gained so many enemies that he even has to drive around in an armor-plated limousine,
leading to many treacherous murders in the 1920s. Now off to one of the most horrendous gangster massacres.
On February 14, 1929, gangsters dressed as policemen broke into a warehouse and gunned down 7 members of George Bugg's morning gang. The 7 members of George's gang were lined up and shot. Over 70 rounds of ammunition was found at the crime scene.
Wow, that was crazy.
After this quick break, we will tune into sports.
Radio is not only being the greatest invention of our times, they are the greatest impact now, not only for entertainment, but for the businessman of the country. We receive up-to-the-minute information about everything and anything. It not only has made a boom in entertainment, but areas of employment for broadcasters, engineers, news reporters. This has started a revolution in which we are all reaching out to the people in America to help them get up to date with everything.
Good morning, I'm Chris Cardozo giving you the highlight of the decade. On Independence Day in 1919, Dempsey got his first big opportunity, a fight against world heavyweight champion Jess Willard, nicknamed the Great White Hope. Willard stood a menacing 6 foot 6 inches tall and weighed in at 245 pounds. No one in the boxing world thought that the 6'1", 187-pound Dempsey stood a chance. Despite his enormous disadvantage in size, Dempsey dominated Willard with his superior quickness and ruthless tactics, knocking down the bigger man out in the 3rd round to earn the title of World Heavyweight Champion.
Woo!
Live boxing footage!
Wow, that guy should probably join wrestling. Now on to a quick break.
Now off to Riley
with baseball.
I'm Riley, and I'm here to give you the insight of the 1920 season's baseball. The 1920 season was the year that witnessed the birth of the greatest dynasty when the New York Yankees purchased an outfielder/pitcher George Herman Ruth from the Boston Red Sox. Babe Ruth holds the record for 60 home runs in a single season, and we expect him to keep it like that for the next 30 years. Now here are some highlights from yesterday's game.
September 30th, thousands come hoping to see Ruth hit the 60th home run that will break his record. Well, Babe has done it. 60 home runs in one season. One of the greatest records in baseball.
Okay, so here are some winners from the 1920s decade of the World Series. 1920 was the Cleveland Indians, 1921 was the New York Giants, 1922 was again the New York Giants, 1923 were the New York Yankees, 24 was the Washington Senators, 25 were the Pittsburgh Pirates, 26 were the Cardinals, and 27 and 28 were the Yankees, and 29 was the Athletics. Now off to Hannah.
A new breed of young woman has been born. Short skirts, bobbed hair, and flaunters of how new women should be like. They're called flappers. highlighting the latest styles such as dresses that go above the knee, embroidered in rhinestones, and much more.
Thank you, Hannah, for the beautiful makeover with your special guest that was unfortunately not able to make it today. Here's one of the most influential fashion designers of the decade, Coco Chanel.
She's one of the major contributors in fashion, making it super original. She has caught everyone's attention, mainly the newer generations. Now for men. Fashion has become way more modern. Personally, for me, it's way much more interesting.
The spring means just one thing to little lovers. We're not above birds. Let's misbehave. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why keep the brakes on?
Wow, wasn't that just amazing? Now more information about the Roaring '20s. It was filled with extravagant parties, jazz music, radios, the Harlem Renaissance, flappers, films, dancing, and more. Jazz has come a long way to show love and freedom for the new generation, especially young women, shocking older generations with their music and clothing preferences, such as the flappers, which were being arrested for indecent exposure. This is a link to the growth of alternate generation, with the most famous jazzmen Louis Armstrong, Fats Waller, and Benny Goodman. Now on to films. The movie industry skyrocketed in the 1920s and Hollywood boomed, providing a new and accessible form of entertainment. Now here's a recap on some amazing films this year has had. Now most of these movies were directed by Charlie Chaplin. He also acted in all of his own movies. For example, The Phantom of the Opera, he didn't act or direct it, but The Kid, The Gold Rush, The Circus, and A Woman in Paris he did, and then there was Robin Hood.
Thank you for tuning in to Channel 20 News. I'm Yenny Martinez.
And I am Sofia Garcia. Over and out.
Bye!
Bye.